Go Fight Fantastic is a hack and slash game that has you fighting in a variety of very colorful and vibrant environments. You play as a crew of smugglers and have to work together to execute devastating combos. There are 4 different characters to choose from, customize, and upgrade to be completely your own, and you can play with up to 3 players. It was just released on PlayStation and Switch, and is also available on PC. The amount of new co-op games we have to talk about today is legitimately crazy. I have about 31 games to share with you today, so welcome to the Co-op Drop, the monthly show where you find out all of the games that came out last month, all of the new games you have to look forward to this month, and just a quick disclaimer, we got a lot of keys for these games for free, and a quick thank you to our sponsor, Dreamhaven. The Phantom is a brand new beat-em-up adventure that almost looks like a point-and-click adventure. You'll play as the purple-suited Phantom and his partner Diana. There are 14 levels to fight your way through using your hand-to-hand combat skills and calling upon your wolf and falcon friends to aid you. This one supports up to 2 players and is available everywhere. Moorhuhn Kart 4 brings the crazy chicken back in yet another racer. This is another one of those kart racers that are just constantly appearing, but in this one you play as a crazy chicken or a variety of other odd creatures. You can customize your kart to get an upper hand, mess around with 12 different items, including a very heavy weight that you can drop on other karts. And obviously you'll race through course after course filled with incredible dangers that would make one heck of a show if this was real life. It will support 4 players locally and 8 online. It's available on PlayStation, Switch, and PC. Heroes Hour is a turn-based real-time strategy game, which yes, sounds like a contradiction to me as well. You'll have to take control of your hero, explore the procedurally generated world, fight battles, build your town, and grow your army to be the last one standing. There are a ton of different classes, factions, buildings, etc. But the co-op here is pass and play, so it might feel a little slow. It's available now on PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. Iron Saga Versus is a 2D mech fighter that features 12 powerful mechs to control. Each mech can be outfitted with one of 2 unique arsenals that will shake up the way they play and control. I have never been a huge fan of 2D fighters, but if you are a fan of the anime or the genre, you can check this one out now on PC for 1 to 2 players. Airlock Arena has you working as an interstellar smuggler, completing contracts and selling anything you can get your hands on. You can add up to 3 friends to your smuggling crew to hopefully hit that big one together. You'll be running all of your contracts in an unreliable ship, so you'll need to decide which pieces need to be patched up and pressurized to maintain your spoils. Whether you're transporting illegal cargo or smuggling valuable creatures, you'll have to keep your eye out for danger on PC now. Cargo is an overcooked style of game themed around driving vehicles to pick up cargo and deliver it to various places on the map. It has a simple loop and features some wacky driving mechanics that I found to be a little frustrating when playing at PAX West, but I think with the right group of people, those controls are kind of intentional. You can play it now on Xbox and PC with up to 4 players. Run and Gun Mayhem meets fast-paced ninja action and fluffy warriors in Kemono heroes. You can play with up to 3 friends in 4-player co-op and enjoy all 4 unique fluffy heroes. There are 4 worlds to explore and 3 stages in each, and a variety of unlockable weapons and powers to crank up the fun. This is a super cute love letter to couch co-op games of the past. Each hero is unique and I am all here for it. You can play it now on all platforms. That's all the releases that we missed in March, but we talked about a ton of other March releases last month, so here are those. Split Fiction, Slime Heroes, Care Bears to the Rescue, Party Club, Sadap, A Culinary Adventure, Gal Guardians, Servants of the Dark, Mother Machine, Which Way Up. April is jam-packed full of game releases, and I am ecstatic to tell you about this next game, but first I have to thank them for sponsoring this video and making it possible for you to learn about all of these games. Sunderfolk is a co-op game that offers an easy entry point into the world of tabletop RPGs. For years, Carly and I have thought about playing Dungeons & Dragons, but always felt intimidated. However, Sunderfolk has made it easy. We honestly just want to keep playing. You will each choose your own character, which are in fact crazy cool looking animals. I mean, look how cute her pyromancer is. But hey, I've got more about this one once we get to its release date, so let's keep going. Jelly Brawl is a cute competitive game where you play as little jelly balls fighting to be the last one standing in a variety of different arenas. It's out now on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. I absolutely love puzzle games, and Spirit of the Obelisk looks pretty interesting. You'll play as 4 unique heroes with up to 2 players and have to work your way through a variety of environments filled with mind-bending puzzles. You can play the game solo by swapping between the characters, but these games are always more fun to play with an actual friend to coordinate with and help each other solve the puzzles. It's available now on Steam for less than $5 with the launch sale. My Little Universe follows a very simple gameplay loop. Gather materials, expand your land to gather more materials to expand your land, and upgrade your tools so that you can gather more materials faster. Your goal is to restore all of the land in every world. It's easy and incredibly simple, but the real power of this game comes across in how relaxing it is, and the sense of accomplishment you get as you unlock each little piece of land and discover the new resources you need to unlock the next thing. It's a great game to play together if you want to do something but not really have to worry about being good at it. Remember, it's only a waste of time if you don't enjoy it. You can play this one on all platforms with up to 4 players. Pocket Bravery is a fighting game with a charming graphical style reminiscent of the Neo Geo Pocket. Listen, it's a fighting game which happens to be my least favorite genre of games, but it looks pretty good and comes with original characters, online and local play, and elemental-based combat. It'll be out April 10th on all platforms with support for up to 2 players. If you have ever wanted to be part of the Ocean's 11 or participate in the Italian Job, Monaco 2 is the game for you. This one will have you controlling a crew of thieves to pull off the perfect heist. Each member will have their own place on the team. From being sneaky to being a thug, having one of each is the best way to succeed. The game is planned for April 10th and will be available on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, while supporting up to 4 players locally or online. Snowbros 2 Special brings the original Snowbros into 2025 with a huge graphical update, as well as support for 4 players locally. You can play through these levels together as 4 unique characters, enjoy the new challenge modes, or play the original game. It's coming to Switch and PC on April 10th. Years ago, Carly and I stayed up until 2 a.m. playing one of our first multiplayer games, Big Buck Hunter Arcade. We had a ton of fun, but now Big Buck Hunter Ultimate Trophy is planned for April 11th. This is a hunting simulator that many of you may recall playing at arcades or movie theaters growing up. It's silly, but we enjoyed playing the first one, and this one is supposed to have 3 times the amount of content. Oh, and it's coming to all platforms. Cthulhu is kind of like Zelda meets Overcooked. This chaotic co-op adventure for 2 to 4 players has you and your friends looting ancient relics while navigating eerie otherworldly realms. Work together to collect treasures and just try not to wake any unspeakable horrors in the process. With fast-paced action, supernatural abilities, and plenty of tentacle-related mishaps, Cthulhu seems like it will be a good time and is planned to release on PC come April 14th. I have got yet another kart racer for you folks, but this time you will choose between 15 hot rods to drive around. Hot Rod Mayhem will support up to 4 players, and each of the tracks will offer mirrored, reversed, and twisted modes to keep things interesting. You'll be able to pick this one up on all platforms come April 14th. Polterguys is a charming ghost-themed game. You'll possess inanimate objects to hide or mislead other players. Your goal is to be the last one alive, and you'll do whatever it takes to make that happen, even if it means leading the monster to your nearest and dearest friends. You can play this one with up to 4 players locally and 8 online. It'll be available April 17th, and you'll be able to enjoy it on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Welcome to the herbal-themed roguelike adventure that is Vinebound tangled together. This is a chaotic vampire survivor-esque roguelike where you and your partner are linked together with a vine and will need to coordinate everything you do, from timing your attacks to what steps you take. It's all themed around things that grow, from throwing pumpkin bombs to spicy sauces. You'll have to do it all while avoiding walls of lava or slipping on ice. This 2-player game will be available on all platforms come April 17th. Sunderfolk is planned to release on April 23rd. We already told you a little about this game because they sponsored the video, but there is so much more. Each character you play as is different, meaning you have to strategize who should go first and how your abilities can work together to complete the mission. Carly's a pyromancer and I'm a ranger, but you can also play as a berserker, a bard, or a couple of others. On top of it all, these missions are not just about fighting all the monsters to win. You'll have to save townsfolk, rescue a beetle from a cage, or protect multiple bugs from danger. It is wacky and you never know what adventure awaits you next, and there's still so much more, so we'll get back to it in a second. Towerborne looks like a very promising beat-em-up hack-and-slash game. You play as an ace born to protect the people of the Belfry. You can play with up to 3 friends as you venture out into the world to defeat monsters and return to the Belfry for completed quests and to reforge weapons. There are different weapons to find and mix and match to make your character and style completely your own. This game is intended to have a continuing storyline as new seasons of the game release. It is currently in early access on Steam, but April 29th will bring the official release to Xbox Series consoles and PC. With April finished, let's talk about some of the fantastic game announcements we got, or DLCs. Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a brand new 4-player beat-em-up coming to us from the creators of TMNT Shredder's Revenge. The game looks to be of a very similar style and quality. There are 15 different superheroes to play as in these retro levels, but the coolest bit here is that you will actually be able to play as 2 heroes at once, swapping between them mid-battle. This charming game is planned to release on all platforms come holiday 2025. Put your golf gloves on because everybody's golf hot shots is coming to take you away. I don't know why I ended that spooky. This is a golf game where you'll have to time your button presses to get a good smack on that ball, but you'll also be able to perform backspins and side spins to bring your ball closer to that dreamed of hole-in-one. It also has an interesting mode with new obstacles dropping from the sky. This will support 4 players locally or online. I would hazard a guess that it is most likely turn-based. It'll be available on PS5, PC, and Nintendo Switch in 2025. We have talked about Hypercharge Unboxed before. This is an action figure third-person shooter. It looks like a lot of fun and is coming to PlayStation sometime in 2025. It supports up to 4 players and is also available right now on Xbox, PC, and Nintendo Switch. How to Escape Lost Submarine is a new co-op puzzle adventure. You will actually use your phone and a gaming system to play together. The 2 of you will be trying to contact a lost submarine to relay new orders to stop an attack that will lead to all-out war. One of you will explore a submarine in first-person view, seeking to solve puzzles, while player 2 will use the free phone app to help you solve puzzles with information on their end of things. The first one was pretty decent, though we did find a couple of the puzzles rather annoying. Hopefully it's a little better this time around. Either way, we love the concept of using your phone with your console, and we're definitely going to be checking this one out. Wizard of Legend 2 just got 4-player support on Steam, so if this magical roguelike game interests you and your friends, there you go. Cinnabunny is a cozy 2-player co-op game inspired by Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. It's from a single dev, is available on Steam right now, and it just came to our attention through the Video Gamers podcast that all of the proceeds for this one will be going to For Goodness Cakes, a charity that helps make birthday and graduation cakes for kids in foster care. So if this cute life sim where you play as bunnies running a bakery, foraging for food, caring for your family, and a whole host of other features interests you, go check it out while also helping make some kids happy. We did get a key from them and look forward to sharing more about this one in the future. This next one looks super cool. Town of Zoz is an adventure RPG that also involves some material gathering and cooking. You can make meals to connect with your friends in town, or eat them yourself to gain power-ups. The trailer doesn't really show co-op gameplay, but the listing shows that it will have shared screen co-op, and the description mentions going out with companions. I'm excited to see more of this one as it looks like a fun story-driven hack-and-slash game. There is no date for now, but it is planned for all platforms, so go give it a wish list. Cabbie is a cooperative car driving game that has you driving, drifting, and delivering stuff, and apparently fighting sheep. We don't have a release date now, but it will support up to 4 players, has a demo on Steam, and is planned for all platforms. Absolum is a gorgeous 2D beat 'em up. This game has a real dark, grungy feel and comes from .emu. I personally cannot wait to play this one. We have no date yet, but it is planned for PlayStation, Steam, and Switch. Remember Sunderfolk, the sponsor of this video? I forgot to mention that the game will support up to 4 players locally or online with only 1 copy of the game. It will be available on all platforms, plus one of the coolest features is that you will use your phone to control your characters individually. This one is just around the corner, so go give it a wish list using the link in the description down below. Bread and Fred, the notoriously hard physics-based swinging co-op game where you play as deceptively cute penguins, got a huge update where you can make your way through a lab. And it'll also be coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series this year. There was a ton of other multiplayer stuff announced with the Nintendo Switch 2, and we covered it all in this video. This is games, Nintendo Switch 2 features, all things that you need to know if you are a multiplayer fan. I cannot wait to see you over there. I love you guys. Y'all are awesome.